morning, South Florida, and welcome to the Breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
And welcome to the morning brew. We're a little late today.
Not really. We're right on time for us. It's
No, we're
9:09.
late. We're 10 minutes late. You know, if you're 1 minute late, you're late.
If a woman or 1 minute?
If you're 1 minute.
Oh, they said
I
a
don't
woman was late. I'm like,
I
really?
don't know what it is today, but I'm talking and nobody seems to understand me.
If no one's understanding your English, you're not very sexy
My
this morning.
English is not really sexy.
You're not very sexy this morning. What's that got you up the tree, Johnny Appleseed?
Johnny Appleseed was up a tree?
You're up a tree, my friend. What happened to you?
I'm not up a tree. You know what it
Someone
is?
take
I
your
gotta tell you.
cookies.
First, I want to say good morning to all our friends out there. Good morning. Good morning to the morning zoo crew. I'm gonna tell you, the animals in the zoo crew are hungry today. Good morning to Teddy and what's her face?
Valerie.
And Valerie.
Yikes.
Good morning. Huh?
Huh?
It's a hut lady. That's your new slogan. Logo. Hut lady.
She's a funny lady.
We got Slick in the house. We got Vinny on everything.
Hey. Wait, what?
Vinny on anything and everything.
Yes. Oh yeah, pretty much anything and everyone.
And there you have it. Listen, I'm a little miffed at a few things
Uh-oh.
that I want to get off my chest.
Well, first I say,
Yeah.
Happy National Interns Day to all of our interns and our producers.
Happy what?
Interns Day.
Today?
Today is National Interns Day, so I think it's field trip.
We got a field trip?
I think we should go on a field trip today.
Oh my god.
We don't have time.
Afterwards. I don't know where we're going, but we got to do something for our crew today.
We said we were going to set up the radio station
We
today.
can do that. We got to do something for our crew today.
I'm going to put them in the radio
We should
station.
go to the beach.
We should go to the
Yeah, I'm
beach.
kidding. Yeah, can you imagine?
Okay, whatever. We'll get to that in a second. Happy.
Happy.
Yesterday was lasagna day, and the guys went out to get lasagna, and there was none. But I'm a little miffed. I got to tell you something. Yesterday, Spotlight by Kelsey, a.k.a. Jupiter, did a fantastic job. And she talked about the Miami Marlins baseball team. Now, I have hosts and guests and different people that have different beliefs. Some don't like the mask, some do like the mask, some think this is a hoax, something is exaggerated, something is politicized. What's the word? Political what?
Publicized.
Political sized.
Okay.
Is that a word?
Politicizing?
Yes.
Okay.
Be faster. All of that
I'm
stuff.
giving you a chance and me not to correct you.
And the bottom line is my investigation, my presidential investigation found out that there were 3 or 4 Miami Marlins baseball players who went to Atlanta and partied. And they came back and they got everybody sick. Right?
Yeah?
So let's forget about the health for a second. People die. What we set a record yesterday, 14,000 deaths in America. That means 1 death a minute. Every minute somebody dies because of this stupidity.
Wow, you're a joy today.
I'm not a joy. But check this out.
Yes.
Check this out. Forget about the health. Forget about
Okay.
that. The Miami Marlins now are going to lose even more money, more fan base, because they lost 15 players and a coach or 2. Right? So they got to bring in the taxi squad. What's that mean?
The extras?
That means the AAA players, the AA players are going to be playing at the professional level. Now, I wish Derek Jeter the best. I'm not a Marlins fan. I wish they
I
disintegrate.
gotta tell you though, out of one man's nonsense, there's another man's success. So imagine if these, 2A, 3As? Taxi players, those that were not considered
And win
good
the World
enough.
Series?
Imagine if God has a funny sense of humor. We talk about this all the time. If some of these players actually are better and they get them further
Because they're more hungry.
Exactly.
Okay,
And they
I will
have the
tell you
money, and
this.
they push and they are spectacular.
I will tell you this.
It's like the understudy.
If the Miami Marlins win the World Series with this crew that's coming in, if they win, I will donate $1,000 to your favorite charity,
Okay.
and I'll do it on the air.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow. You guys heard that?
Yeah, write the check. Because
Ding, 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 ding.
Because the bottom line is this: because of a couple of players' stupidity, that whole team is on ice now for what? 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. They're on ice.
Well, at least those 15 players, or what, 12 players, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's half the team.
But I gotta tell you, just imagine if some of these players actually turn out to be, this is an opportunity. It's like when, the guys have these dreams that they go, oh wait, our quarterback is now hurt. Who in the stands wants this like winning chance to come out, this once in a lifetime, and you make it? Or when you, in basketball, you have that chance to make that dunk shot from across, right? And you're like, wow, your moment of fame. This is their moment
Like
of
Joey
fame.
Garoppolo.
Hold on a second.
Look, agrees with me.
I like to know what sport you're playing. Dunk shot across the court. Dunk shot is underneath the boards.
What's the thing, when the guys go out or the ladies go out in basketball during at halftime, during a quarter, whatever it is,
The
and you,
half-court shot.
Half-court shot?
that,
Half-court shot,
and you
yeah.
make the ball goes in the basket, what's that called?
That's half-court shot.
A
Yeah.
half-court shot, all right,
Yeah.
half-court shot.
It's really
That's
difficult to do.
but
Right.
they do it, right?
It gets
And no
done,
one
yes.
expects them to do it, and some people do it. So imagine these Marlins players, these guys, they're not off the streets, they're actually baseball players, and they make it. I mean, how spectacular. We've learned that from football. The NFL isn't for every football player. There are other football leagues that give them more opportunities. So maybe these other players, maybe Major League Baseball wasn't their opportunity, but now it is. Think about that.
Correct.
You know,
Johnny Appleseed.
this is so ridiculous. Now, who's a Marlins fan? Are you a
I like the Marlins.
You like the Marlins too? Okay. So now that Dawn's taking this sting out of stupidity in action. Stupidity in motion was him going out in Atlanta and partying
Well, yes.
unprotected and then coming back and giving the virus to his teammates. That's just stupid.
Well, we talk about that all the time with our crew. We don't have guests in here anymore. We don't have other hosts in here anymore because this is our extended family, and we want everyone to actually take a second thought when they go on vacation, when they go out for dinner, when they go to parties, because everything they do, everything you and I do, comes back to our home here, just not the home that we live in. And this is, again, case in point. But can you control what other people do in your organization? No.
Okay, so let me ask you a
But
question.
are there repercussions
But
now?
let me ask you a question. When HIV was around,
Yeah.
you were forced to tell people you were HIV. Right? And if you didn't and somebody died and you didn't tell them, charges could be brought up against you.
Yeah.
So if you are positive and you know you're positive,
What if you don't know you're positive?
if
though?
you are positive and you know you're positive,
You
if you
have-
don't know you're positive, it's a different
You
animal.
have a moral obligation to
A
do
moral
that.
obligation. I think you have a legal obligation to tell people you're positive.
I don't think it's been legalized. Teddy was telling us yesterday, it is not.
It is not
a law,
legal,
right.
but okay, but hold on a second. If somebody dies because they catch the virus from you, is that
It's not illegal.
it's not murder? It's not involuntary manslaughter? No? It's not even assault or battery?
You didn't go out and do that until the courts rule on it, and I am not an attorney by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
What do you
Yeah,
think,
well,
Slick? Do you think so?
I mean, I don't think so. So, plus, I don't have that much information on like if. Yeah, I'm gonna leave myself out of the topic because I don't.
But you know what the problem is? That nobody
Russell.
wants to talk about the topic.
People talk about it, people don't have the answers. The funny thing is,
Correct.
we look to our government and our legal system to give
Forget
us
about
the
them.
answers,
They're
so that's upside down too. So we're looking to the wrong place for answers right now, so I don't know what to tell you.
So we continue to walk around with our heads in the sand and get into business, and that's okay.
I didn't say it's okay.
Apparently it is, because nobody has an answer.
Well,
Nobody even has a
Just
solution.
you don't have an answer or solution doesn't mean it's okay.
Well, let me
We're
ask you a
still
question.
looking for
What
one.
if you got a dot on your face? I can't say here because I know that there's certain religions and stuff that do that, and I don't want to be. But what if you put a dot somewhere that told the public you were
It's like a
once?
scarlet letter.
What's that to have to do with anything?
Well, it's the
Scarlet
same
letter.
thing. You're branding yourself. Remember the book, The Scarlet Letter? Teddy?
Teddy, what is she talking about?
The book,
I
The
don't know
Scarlet
either.
Letter.
What about the Scarlet Letter?
When she was branded an adulteress and had to wear an A because,
She was a number one adulteress.
well, it's the same thing. You're walking around and you're like branding yourself, and at what point are you non-branded?
But that would be unconstitutional, right? Because I'm pointing you out.
Why is that okay to do that? It's not. It's like someone
It's not
walking
okay
around-
to do that.
No.
But it's okay for you to give me the virus, even though you know you have it and you're contagious and walking around.
If you know you have it, no, it's not okay. If you don't know you have it, there are thousands and thousands of people that are walking around that do not know they have the virus. And part of the problem,
It's then they ain't enough testing, and I want to
no,
hear
there's plenty of testing.
Yeah.
The results are coming back too late. We had someone here in our studio, we had a couple people here in our studio that have gotten tested, and
Yes.
thankfully they've been negative. But it took them 2 weeks to get their negative test back. So they didn't come in for 2 weeks, and thankfully they are fine. But imagine you take those two, and you multiply it by all of the people in this country, in Florida, let me say with Florida, because Florida's got a big issue with it. How many people aren't being able to return to work? And work asked for 2. So assuming you test positive, you get that back in a week. So now you're home for a week. Now you need a negative. It could take another 10 days. But you need a second negative. You got another 10 days. So you could have this virus and thankfully not be very sick and be home for a month because it takes that long to get the negative. Just saying. Did I
That
put
would
water
do
on
that.
your wind?
Yeah, you killed the whole dream. Talking about water, I talked to Puerto Rico last night.
You're under a lot of it, huh?
Apparently, this tropical storm that was classified recently a tropical storm went 60 miles south of Ponce, which is the southern tip where the earthquakes were in Puerto Rico. And I spoke to people there, and there's a lot of wind and rain, but it's just a real bad tropical storm. So have you seen the latest and the greatest? We're going to be hit here Saturday and Sunday, but they think it's going to be a tropical storm. So I wanted to see if we get Linda Summers on there, because I want to see where we are with her. I guarantee you, we bring Linda on the show, the storm's going to hit us. 'cause
That's not true
it
at
never
all
fails.
because Linda's always right on point.
I know, but
has
she
so
always
far-
tells us it's going to hit us.
No, last time she gives you the forecast and then she gives you the options of what could happen. And worse that happens right now, my opinion is we get wind and rain. And you know what? Maybe people don't go to the beach. Maybe it's God's way, and I know this is just me. Maybe it's God's way of saying, you know what, everyone, stop going to these parties and stay inside for a little bit. Let's clean up our act. And maybe this is just a warning that we're getting. And actually, I have a question about that. I got to put the
What?
girls on the mic and Slick on the mic. Girls, turn on the lavs and come on out. I got a question for you.
The other problem we have is that and make sure you open up a try. The other question that I have for you is, how do I say this?
Without being offensive.
Yeah, because everything is offensive. Everything I say is offensive.
No, you're just mad today.
I'm not mad. I'm asking a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Do I not have the right to ask?
What's your question? Absolutely.
Like people say, I don't want to wear a mask. Okay, and I want you to wear a mask. Don't I have a right to have the same argument on my side that you have on your side? Not you.
Here's
but-
the question though, in my mind. At what point you and I can argue, I don't know, that my cup is white and you say it's black. We can argue this till the cows come home. You're not going to change your mind and I'm not going to change my mind.
I'll change my mind.
At what point, though, do we concede that it's okay to disagree and we move on with our friendship, we move on with our relationship, and we continue to do what we do? Can we agree to disagree and still be kind and humane and function as a society?
Yes, on a cup we can. But on life and death matters, we cannot.
What if people believe in different things? I'm just posing a question because there's so much conflict. There's people that believe in A and there's people that believe in B. And somewhere in the middle is probably the truth, and the politics have gotten involved. But why we can't remain peaceful towards each other, why we can't remain
we are
business
never gonna-
partners, why can't we remain
We're never
as
going to do
friends?
that. That's La La Land.
That is, a problem I'm having with this whole thing. Slick
It's la la
always
land.
says, we can agree to disagree.
Correct. Yeah. I feel like we should agree to disagree, but for right now, we're picking a side. And
Yeah, but let me ask you
weird.
guys something. Vinny and Slick, they agree to disagree on certain things they do in production. And at the end, it gets done. Because it's a production. It's not life or death.
Right.
Okay. The difference here is that do you send kids to school or do you not? That's a life or death situation.
Broward County
Miami is
County-
pushing back to October.
and Miami, they're all opening online
Miami
next month.
is going to push back till October to make a decision. North Carolina has also decided. Another one, Detroit has also
But they're
decided.
opening online, aren't they?
Online, yes.
Okay.
But they don't want face-to-face.
Right.
They are not prepared for its consequences.
We got a lot of teachers coming on in the next week or so from different states that have written books, that now these books are so incredibly timely. They're going to talk about their states, California,
But-
North Carolina.
But my question is this, Slick has a son.
Uh-huh.
Slick needs to go to work. Slick needs to put his son in school. Slick is going to argue, listen, can you be as safe as you can because you're between a rock and a rock.
Yeah, that's
right?
the problem.
So the problem isn't about agreeing or disagreeing. We agree, but is this safe? If your son brings home and gets you sick, you're not going to work, are you?
Right.
Okay, so then the logical sense here, don't you take the path of least resistance?
Yeah, you make a good point on that. You do take the path. You should take the path of least resistance, but a lot of people, they like that resistance and they like that emotion or
Some people just like
the
to fight.
reaction. The reaction, yeah, they like to
Yeah.
kindle the. I forgot what the word is, but like they like to add fuel to the fire.
Some people, you're right, they just like the reaction. They
Correct.
just like the,
They like
because
it.
They love to fight. Someone once told me that they love to argue. And I looked at you and I said, why does this person love to argue? And they said, I love to argue. I love to get in people's faces and see their reaction.
Is that me?
No, it was not you, actually.
Oh, this time it wasn't me.
No, you didn't say that.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah. And I went, really? You live to argue? And they went, yeah. Like, who does that?
I feel like you gotta have a balance. I understand an argument if you have good points, but at the end of the day, we should just balance out. At least agree to disagree or agree on something.
You
He's
know,
a wise
my
man.
son Freddie, and I'm going to rat him out, is
Yeah.
that way. He loves to argue.
He does. He comes
He
in
does.
here and he argues.
It doesn't
He's a lot
matter.
like you when he argues.
It doesn't matter what it is, but he loves to argue with me. And I
Yeah.
used to tell Freddie was on the debating team. He went all the way to Washington, D.C. to
Aaron
win it.
does too.
Another argumentative person.
Yeah.
These are people who should be attorneys because they love to argue no matter what.
And yeah.
So they look for the illogical in your logical statement. Water is wet. No, it can be an ice. It is no longer wet. But it is. Not if you keep it in the fridge. It's like all of these parts and pieces that go against your logic that makes them seem logical.
Yes.
Well, let's be a little less logical. Now, okay, who's a better parent? A mom or a dad? And here we go.
You can't say that.
Why not?
Yeah, you can't say that. It has to be
Why not?
both. It has
Why,
to be
why
both
can't I
sides.
say that? People
Well,
tell me.
you can say anything you want, but
True.
you make a judgment on that.
Yeah, but both parents. They should like. It's a little of both parents to raise the child.
Ladies,
It
I'm
can't-
going to
it can't
ask
just be
you, who's a
one.
better parent, a mom or a dad?
And she gave you an answer.
gotta be
What
both.
actually gave you an answer?
What'd she say?
Dad.
The dad. It depends.
Oh, it depends. Okay.
Why does it depend on? Your answer or the truth?
Okay, you're right.
Depends on the
Depends on the parent or
Let's go-
just
Well,
the
it depends on the
situation.
situation. What if you are a teenager, you're sneaking out of the house, and you're taking Ubers, and you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing,
But that's not the
especially
question.
during now.
That's
Wait,
not the question.
let me pose the question. And mom and dad catch you.
That's not the
And
question.
dad says, you know what, son? I understand. Just don't do it again. Mom says, you are grounded for the next month. No phone, no iPad, no access, no girls, no credit cards. Who's the better parent?
That's not the question.
You said who's the better parent?
I'm going to give you this piece of hint. If you understand that question, then you will understand the dilemmas that man is going through right now.
Really?
That's right. You think about that question. Who's a better parent? Because sometimes it's the question asked that's the problem. It isn't the solution. It isn't breaking it down into logistics. It's not saying all of these different scenarios. It's that the question is being asked.
Is your life always black and white?
Is right always wrong, or is wrong always right?
Is water always wet?
Is the sky is the sky have clouds in it?
Sometimes, yes.
Well, then that is the answer. You see, the question.
I live in a life of gray and pink and rainbows
But
and
the- but
sparkles.
the
You live in
problem-
black or white?
But I'm trying to give you an answer to a question you asked. Why aren't people nice to each other? And I'm posing a question
Yeah.
that goes towards that answer. Now you can't answer that question. The answer to that question is you can't answer that question.
So I was having this conversation with Aaron yesterday, and that was just the beginning of the conversation.
And that is her son.
As my son, who is an attorney, and he is taking the bar next month, and so he is going through all these, and he says to me, do you think it's mankind that people can't be nice to each other, or do you think it's the situation? He said, I don't understand why people cannot be kind to each other. And I said to him, what do you think? Go back to the Bible. Look at Jesus in the Bible. And his response is all in text says, point well taken.
Right, because if you go since the beginning of man, it's always been in disarray.
In disarray.
There's always been a war.
So it is not this situation. This apparently must be
That's
mankind.
Right. That's right. And there you have your answer. Why people aren't nice to each other. We're not built that way. Our DNA is not built to be nice.
I had this conversation with him last night.
So if you're nice, Slick, if you're a nice person, you're a nice guy, then are you the point outside the rule? What do you call it? The exception to the rule? Being nice, does that make you an exception to the rule?
I feel like being nice, you can get walked over sometimes. Sometimes the nice person, even though they are being nice, they get looked over. Like, I would say, I'm speaking from like personal.
I didn't want to hurt your brain on this one.
No, you're not in my brain. I'm speaking on personal like testimony. I feel like being nice, you can only be nice to an extent. To be honest with you, especially.
The question is, if you're nice, are you exception to the rule?
Oh,
Those are
I don't think so.
No.
To the norm?
No. No,
I don't
not
think so.
normal.
Yeah, I don't think so. Cause our normal is like, I don't think it's normal. No,
He's asking what's normal.
no, that's not our normal.
If you're nice, are you an exception to the norm, to the rule? No, specifically to mankind. We were just talking about mankind cannot be nice. It's not in our DNA.
Is she on a mic? Is she on a mic?
Are you on a mic? I hear her.
Okay.
She says, oh, I think it all depends then.
Of course it depends.
So you can never say why we're nice and we're not nice. Taking advantage of somebody, is that a nice thing or not a nice thing?
In my opinion, not nice.
What do you think? Taking advantage of somebody, nice or not nice? Depends on the situation.
But then you always say to me certain things. It's business. It's not personal. Don't take them personal. You and I had a conversation earlier this
Well, I
morning.
was about to-
Is that personal or is that
But
business?
I was about to ask you, in business, if you make a decision that benefits you more than the person you're doing business with, is that nice or not nice? Well, look at yesterday what happened in Congress. You had the 4 major players being grilled by Congress for antitrust law. You think Facebook manipulates how you think?
100%
Yes or no? Okay. Is that nice or not nice?
not nice.
But they're allowed to do it because we buy in. Everybody's like,
Everyone buys
how
in.
many people watch my show? Let me put an ad in. Let me. Amazon. The richest man on the planet is the CEO of Amazon.
And Amazon didn't pay taxes last year?
Of course not. We have to pay their taxes. You think it's
You and I pay taxes, but he doesn't have
do
to
you
pay
think it's
taxes.
nice what Amazon does? But we buy in. Okay, so then how do we explain what the reasoning of being nice isn't if we buy in? If I say, here, exploit me, and you exploit me, is that person right or wrong?
Right, you're giving them permission to exploit you.
I hereby give you permission to exploit me, to take
IW.
advantage of me, to change my way of thinking. Yes or no?
And to invoke controversy. And they do that too.
Every day. If the news puts enough stuff out every day, 24/7, about the virus, you're going to talk the virus. If they talk about Black Lives Matter, you're going to talk about Black Lives Matters. If they talk about baseball and sick players, then that's what you're going to talk about. Is that antitrust? Are they manipulating your mind to think? 'Cause-
Absolutely.
So we don't think independently anymore. This is on us.
Yes.
That crooked finger should go like this, because you got one out and you got four coming back.
But you know what? That's just a sign of their times. You go back to where we were just talking about, you go back biblically, things were manipulated then too. The priests and the rabbis said, this is wrong.
But then my
You can't do that.
But my question is,
Or can you?
you ask why we're not nice to each other. I'm giving you the answer. We perpetuate. Is that a word?
Yes.
We
Actually,
perpetuate.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Who's he channeling,
You
Vinny?
heard that word, Teddy?
Perpetuate.
It came from me. Perpetuate. You like that?
Ready for president.
Ready for president. We perpetuate the situation. We actually grow the situation.
Yeah, we do, as people.
As a people.
Yeah, as a
we
people.
create our own problems. We perpetuate it. We also bow to it. Amazon. I love Amazon. I want them to manipulate me. I love it. Now they're in the food business. Now they're in the plane business. And the guy sitting there says, no, we're nice people. We don't do that. That's against our morals. Really? To make as much money as possible is against their morals. And we buy in.
Well, look, there's a piece of equipment that we need.
Where you gonna
Well,
get
we
it?
don't need it, but we could really use it. It has tripled in price during this pandemic, and there's a, 3-week back order for a triple in price of something. But you can get the higher quality one
For the
for a
same
little
price.
bit more,
Now it's back ordered too.
and now that's back ordered also. So on principle, we did not order this piece, which is making it a little bit harder for you to do what you do.
It's like Donald Trump is fighting with China. All right, he's throwing China under the bus for between the virus and the tariffs and the blah 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 blah. Okay, but we buy everything Chinese, including Chinese
I
food.
got to show you guys something. Let's go to commercial break. We actually have a piece that Val put together. I want to show for our TBT that we never aired last week, so I want to
What's
show
that
that this
TBT?
week. You're going to see when she airs it.
What's CBT stand for?
Throwback Thursday.
Oh, excuse me. TBT to me is a Netflix commercial.
That's TNT.
That too.
Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Phew, at least you're smiling now. Studio A, stay tuned. You're not easy, and we'll be right back.
Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Cafe TV channel on Roku. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Pioneer with us.
They call me Don Pablo, and 20 years ago, I discovered my passion for great quality coffee. Today, we're roasting excellent quality coffee that's rich, smooth, and very complex. It's a taste that's new in the world.
Not all CBD products are made the same. Here at your CBD store, our trained and highly educated staff can help recommend the perfect products for you. Stop in and see for yourself at one of our locations in Pembroke Pines, West Boca, Boynton Beach, or Singer Island. Or call us today at 561-437-1080. Again, that's 561-437-1080.
Amy Minty combines the hilarity of For Better or Money, the eroticism of For Love or Sanity, the mystique of For Sink or Swim, and the suspense of For Sex or Revenge, making her fifth novel, For Strip or Gamble, her best to date. Get your copy at amyminty.com or amazon.com. Get yours now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
TBT, it's a throwback. It's a memory, a look back at memories. Throwback. Did you like that? Val, I want more.
Valerie, it's too short.
Right. Val, that was awesome. Can you make it longer? She's laughing.
Wait, I got questions.
Val, he's got questions. You might have to explain TBT to him.
No, season 2. We've been doing this for 4 years.
But it's
5
throwback,
years.
so she went back to season 2.
Oh, that was just season 2? Well, you're going to have to listen, my brain don't work that fast. You're going to have to explain that and leave it up there a little longer. And gone. That was just like a bad relationship, 20 seconds.
TBT. Throwback Thursday.
That is really I like that. Can we do a season 1, season 3, like that?
That's why they were trying to find films from season 1, and that's when Teddy said, "Why was the camera on Dawn for 40 minutes?" There was no footage. It was only me.
That was season 1.
Season 1 was Freddie was not on camera, and it was only me.
No, you took me off.
I sent you guys a picture of season 1. You see that yesterday picture
Yeah,
I
I
sent
saw
you?
that black and white picture. That's an old picture.
It was an old picture.
Wow. Season 1, the whole year we went with only you and the camera and the guest.
And me and the guest.
For a whole year? No.
Yeah. You were never on camera until we moved into that other studio. And then you had no choice
At
because
the iHeart Studios, I wasn't on camera at all?
maybe
With
once in a
Connecticut?
blue moon.
No.
You would put it on Connecticut if there was no guest. You would never put it on you.
But what is wrong with me?
Exactly the point. Now you see why
Teddy,
it's
you
so
didn't find
important.
any film with me at all?
Not in
What the-
season 1.
Really? What is wrong with me? No, I think you guys are mistaken.
No, I'm telling you, it was a thing. It was a thing. But I got to ask you a question. Speaking of things getting delivered, so yesterday I get home and there's this package. A tiny little package is rolled up and it's taped all nicely. My name, my address, everything on it.
You got a package? You got to call the FBI from China. No, don't open it.
I already opened it.
Oh, you got to call the FBI. There was a notice put on CBS about this stuff.
But it's not from China.
Yes.
It's from California.
No, it's from China. What they're doing is they're invading. These are the reason that they got rid of that Chinese consulate in Texas is because it's this. I can't believe you got one. Don't touch it.
I already opened it, took it. It's just like it's a bag of styrofoam.
And it has your information.
And there's this QR code, and we tried to scan it, and it takes you to this weird place. But it's got my phone number, it's got my
Don't
address.
you ever see the news?
Yes, it said. Well, I
You are
didn't know.
now on a national hit list.
So what do I do about
You
that?
got to call the police. You got to call the FBI and let them know that you received. They were saying it all over Channel 12. Somebody look it up, please.
Well, I
can't
saw it
believe
said
that.
seed. Well, that's what I'm showing you.
You got it? They're also sending seeds. They're sending this crap. They're sending the
But
stupidest
you don't know
thing.
until you open it.
Don't open it!
You don't open your packages?
Not if it comes from somebody like that.
I did. It didn't look like that on the
Can
outside.
I see that, please?
It had my name on it, and it came from California. Everything was in English, and it was. So I opened it, and I'm thinking, what is this? I thought maybe it was a glass cleaner,
Somebody get
something
me
from
some
my
alcohol.
phone.
You don't open things you don't know.
So I got this yesterday, and that's my question to you. I brought it to share this on air because I don't know what to do with this.
This is the new scam that is going out. CBS Channel 12 put it out there. If you get one of these, you gotta call the FBI or something because they send you seeds. This is a national scam to put you on a hit list. And what's going to happen now is they got your information. They're trying to steal your bank account and everything else. So the first thing you're going to do, my dear, is you're going to change all your passwords on everything you got.
Okay.
That's the first thing. You got to do that immediately. Also, look up Channel 12 on the scam of deliveries. Now we got to find out what to do with it. But let me tell you something. You don't open a package that you don't know who sent it. Now, do you see a return address here, Dawn?
There is one on the envelope that's at my house.
From who?
Well, there's a label on top of a label.
So what does that tell you?
So we looked up the company. The company has an F rating, and apparently they're a return mail sending company. Return to sender. That's why I say I don't know what to do with it. So I had a thing. So I look at this, and they go, "Don't open it if it's from China." Well, P.S. I'd already opened it, but everything in here is in English. So there's nothing in here that says it's from China. So,
We're getting right in. Seeds from China are no good. The problem is...
but these aren't seeds. This is
You didn't get a seeds. You might have gotten something laced. You know what lace means?
Yes.
Means that it goes through the pores of your skin.
So after I touched it, I washed my hands.
Doesn't matter.
So now what do I do?
The first thing we're going to do is send you to emergency so they can 911 you.
Okay.
And then we're going to figure out who sent it. And we're going to call the authorities. We're going to look it up. Anybody see it on Channel 12? Yep, hair tie seeds. I can't believe you got one.
I got styrofoam.
Does it say what to do? Do me a favor. When you get a package like that, don't open it. Call me. I'll tell you what to do. The first thing you should do is put it in water.
Okay.
And then you call somebody who knows what to do with this thing.
Who knew?
Well, you don't know what's in it. What if there's whatchamacallit in there? What interferon, whatever they call that.
I don't know. I know.
Well, and you open it and you expose yourself and you die. Don't do that. Let Chuck open it.
So here's the thing. So I got all over his case a couple weeks ago, of him opening my mail. I go, stop opening my mail. So he has now stopped. So he left it. I opened it. He goes, you told me not to open your mail anymore. So I left it. So
Let him open it from now on. Open all the mail, Chuck.
And the whole thing, I said, stop opening my mail. So he leaves it for me. He goes, I heard you. I'm not opening your mail. And I opened the mail, and this is what I got.
It was all over the news. Do not open the mail. Call the police or call somebody.
Think about it. How many people get packages? You order things online all the time. Teddy was telling me some people have like 96 items in their cart. You order things. People order things. People order things on my Amazon account all the time. I thought maybe the kids ordered something and they shipped it to the house instead of their address. Because if you click the wrong address, I've got multiple addresses on my Amazon account. I've got mine, Aaron's, Chelsea's, the studio. Sometimes you click on the wrong address. So I thought maybe they ordered something and it just came to the house by mistake. So I opened it. And I go, what did they order? What could be in this? So I open it and
Please
it's just
stop picking that up.
styrofoam.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi. Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly. Amy Brzezinski says sometimes you forget what you order, 100%.
Amy, if you get an envelope that has a label on top of a label, and you don't remember ever seeing anything like that, don't open it. I don't understand people. Do not open mail that looks suspicious.
But now I don't know what to do with it. So I brought it
I don't know what to do with you now. We may have to send you home and confine you. They're looking it up now. You may have to go home.
Okay.
You may be deadly ill.
Thank you. Thank you again.
don't get you.
My voice of reason.
But I don't get you. Don't you ever watch the news? This thing was all over the news. The seeds were in there. Like, people were writing it.
But they didn't
Yes, she doesn't listen to me.
Amy hears me. She's like, she understands 100%.
Oh, Amy. Amy forgets her name. Amy, you are not allowed to open the mail.
She's got her show coming up today at 2:30.
What show? I forgot.
Let's Talk Art with Amy Reshevsky.
I know, that's going to be interesting. Amy on the tube. You know, it's funny because I've never seen Amy do a show. I've seen Jay do a show. I've never seen Amy. This is going to be really interesting. That goes on at 2:30 today.
Exactly.
Oh, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you guys that are writing in, yes, there are different shows being pumped out by the Ant Media Productions, including Saturdays when we have the Kids Television Network going out. We are also opening up the Cafe Goes to Europe. That's on this show. The network means you're going to get different shows at different times throughout the day. Doesn't mean that it's me and her the whole day. You got Slick in there doing stuff. You got Vinny. You got Spotlight doing it. You got Teddy Unscripted. You got her doing
Small Talk with Al.
And there's a whole bunch of people. Mia's going to do hers, I think, tomorrow. We're putting it out there because we want people to understand that you can be entertained from home. Maybe you stay home, you read a book, and you get some gubba, and you watch some stuff to break it up a little bit. And yes, you too can have some fun at home. Now, when we come out with the game board, you're going to be able to play at home. And don't tell me you ain't got nothing to do, because we're going to leave a section of the game where you're going to contribute to that part of the game. I've been thinking about this.
I see that.
Freddie for president.
Absolutely, Freddie for president. My accountability buddy is on watching. So Denise Cesar, nice to see you watching. I am taking this course, and she's my accountability person.
She's
and
yours,
that kind of goes both ways. I have not done my homework for our class last night. I'm just saying. I've been thinking about it.
What do you mean you do your homework?
I did my homework, and now I got homework again.
What kind of homework?
The homework is, again, changing your story, representing your story on your business in a different light.
That's easy.
Well, I have to do
You
it.
got about 20 of those.
Got to do it because all those dots from your past that create where you are, You know, me being a teacher, me being a health coach, me doing what I
Not
did to
even.
what I am doing
Not
now
even.
as to
I'm
why I
gonna
am
come
now.
further closer to the truth.
Okay,
Two bros from Broker.
yes.
We're gonna talk about change. You see, you're so politically correct. You don't want to talk bad and yada yada.
I always forgot about that.
Are you crazy? That was a war. That was
Yeah. Wow, you got a whole different spin on it.
a whole different spin.
So
I
my
was there.
accountability buddy's watching going, yeah, you got to get your homework out. I know, Denise, I got to get my homework out.
Denise,
So
she
she's going to
opens
be on
up
our 12
strange
o'clock
mail.
show today.
Accountability.
I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, I bet I saw this. Oh, man, I know. And that's maybe why we can't get on Facebook is all I can say.
Why we can't get on Facebook?
Why I can't invite more friends?
Because I used it up to date.
Oh, okay. Phew, it's not me then. Val, it wasn't me, it was Freddie.
I told Val.
Oh,
I
okay.
invited 1,200 people to check out Amp Media Productions.
Oh, okay.
And you are only allowed to do 100 a day, and I sent out 1,200.
So does that mean for
So
12
I broke
days
it
we're
until
out?
tomorrow.
Okay.
No big deal. I do it all the time.
I thought it was maybe me opening the package. So as long as it was you, we're good.
Yeah, no.
I hate taking accountability for things like that, by the way, Denise. Just saying.
Denise, I'm just telling you. You may want a plan B.
She's on our 1 o'clock show today. I want to start, you know, you and I have talked about doing, actually I wanted to always have a show called Plan B. But the problem is there's this Plan B pregnancy pill, and that's not what I want to do a show about. I want to do a show about what's your Plan B, but I guess I need another terminology because people are going to think it's the pill for anti-pregnancy,
what the hell you're
and that's
talking
not what I mean.
Get breaking news queued up. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Plan B?
Yeah.
There's a Plan B pill that if you have,
Stickers on it.
if you think
Outrageous. Plan B is for
Vinny's on it
women.
too. Vinny, you're on Plan B.
Plan B is for women. Vinny, don't listen to him. He's talking hysteria.
Thank you, Slick.
I got Vinny so confused. He's like, of course I am. Yes. He's the yes man.
Vinny's actually looked up from his computer after 50 minutes. Good morning, Vinny.
Morning.
Welcome.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm okay.
What you working on?
Look at things randomly.
What's he looking at?
Looking up things randomly.
Vinny, I need 3 pictures. I want to thank you for sending me those yesterday. I waited for them.
I got one ready already.
Like a puppy at the window. Where's the master?
I got one already, like this one.
I can ask you guys a question.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I like that.
Nice. He does great work. I'm going to tell you something. This guy is a photographic genius.
You know that song, The Answer's Floating in the Wind? That's what that picture is like.
I don't know that song.
Dust in the wind.
Oh, Dust in the Wind. Okay, yeah.
It probably aren't even really the lyrics. I don't know in my head they are.
That is.
Imagine doing a lyric song with me. I make lyrics up as I go along.
I got breaking news. You got breaking news? I got 2 breaking news. Breaking news. What a cranky voice. 2 things. One is the cafe, courtesy of Mr. Well, all of us. It was a group thing, but off the dome yesterday, we put together a jingle.
I never even heard of Off the Dome.
Oh,
That must be.
It's a terminology used to freestyle, and then like sometimes
Nice.
when they freestyle, it's like off the dome, basically saying like it's from the top of their head. But it was nice though. You came in, Lenny came in, Vinny came in as well.
And get this crazy thing. So Freddie's telling me about the jingle yesterday, and after our 2 o'clock show, I get a message from a woman who is starting a singer-songwriting online opportunity class for kids. So, I know,
We have to
right?
bring her
A
in.
songwriter. So we have a call with her, I think tomorrow or next week, and see what we can do.
But the thing that I'm most excited about is the world famous Kendra has agreed to come in and
On a
sing
Saturday,
the
I
jingle
think.
for us. Sing the jingle for us. No, that's a podcast. Sing the jingle. She says, of course, I would be more than happy to do the jingle. So we may get into the jingle business because, as you could say, AKA NBA, Lenny plays the piano and stuff, but we got to get the right rhythm and stuff like that.
Kendra Erica, yeah.
But Kendra Erica is going to sing the jingle. We're going to have a little jingle.
And have you seen now, I got to tell you, you've got great ideas. We just got to get some of them out before other people take your ideas. Like your PPV.
It doesn't matter.
Have you seen now Jesse Campo and
But the pay-per-view,
JC? They're doing pay-per-view concerts.
which is fine.
$25 a ticket for a virtual concert.
I'm the one that told them about it.
I know, that's why I'm saying. All these people take your ideas.
But it doesn't matter. They can listen. I love Jesse and JC, and I hope that it works out for them. I even told Steve he should do a PPV. I would do it for him if he wants. And PPV those are going to be short-lived. See, the problem with doing a concert is that you have to do it repeatedly. Now, the PPV was created for Meisner Park because you will see M Productions going to Meisner Park when it opens again, and we're going to put on a fantastic show. And all over the world, you'll be able to see it on the PPV channel. So let them, listen, they can try it. Not a problem. I already know what's going to happen, but that's okay. Listen, I love Jesse. Matter of fact, we should have Jesse come in and JC come in, and we'll do a concert from here one day.
Absolutely. We should 100% do that.
Could do that. It's not a problem. But yes, I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
That's nothing. I've already forgot about the PPV. So it works efficiently. I wanted it to raise funds for the needy. In other words, for businesses or for people. I wanted to use the money to give it away.
I want to find out. I want to reach back out to Food for the Feed the Hungry. We had them on a couple months ago.
Gio recommended it.
I want to find out what's going on. They were giving out so many meals and so much money, and that was back when there was stimulus and unemployment money. I can't even imagine
what's going
on. There's just so many people for us to call and contact. I need like a phone person. I can't even keep up. I fall asleep with my computer in my lap now at night. I feel like you. And then I still don't get it all done. There's just more and more to do. And now apparently I got to change all my passwords after the show. So
I don't know. They're going to look it up. They'll tell you what to do. The other breaking news that we have is that tonight at 7 o'clock. She scared me.
She's on point.
Breaking news again all over the place. Is that tonight at 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have the Cafe After Hours. And the Cafe After Hours is going to come live. We're going to be on WNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM.
96.9 and 103.9
FM.
And live on your iHeartRadio app.
And we're going to be on the iHeartRadio app. And we are going to explain the difference between being on the radio and telling people that you are on the radio. I've been in this game a long time. And there's only one way of cutting the banana on the radio station, and that's doing it professionally and correctly. Okay, so don't be deceived into thinking because somebody has a website, I'm on the radio because you call your internet server a radio. It's like ampitup.fm. Ampitup.fm, you're on the radio. You want to be on the radio with me? Come on, that's an internet radio station. That's an internet. You want to be on Spotify, your podcast? We can do that. We're not the only ones that can do it. You want to be on Stitch, Twitch, and everything in between? We can do that too. What are you laughing at? It's true. Look up Stitch, look up Twitch. You can be on both. But do not be deceived. And tonight's show is about talking the truth about being deceived. This is the reason I'm making so much noise. Is it okay to deceive people?
Did you sleep last night?
Not at all.
Whew, slick, I'm telling you, man.
I'm on a roll, baby. I got 37 hosts and shows behind me. I got 37 shows and hosts behind me. I got the websites to prove it. I got the numbers to prove it. It ain't about Freddie. This is not what it's about. It ain't about putting my name out there. You don't see my name nowhere out there. Now I'm wearing my colors to let you know today that AMP has been around. They do it right, and you're the reason we do it. Not because of us, not because of what we do, but because of what you do. And our kids in the studio, they're learning that lesson. But do not deceive the public into thinking that they're getting something that isn't real. And that's what tonight's show is going to be. And I ain't holding back tonight because it's after hours. It ain't midday, it ain't morning, it ain't afternoon, baby. It is nighttime, right before 2-minute warning and right after Ask the Experts. So check it out.
Wow. It's going to be one of those days, guys. Buckle your seatbelts because it's going to be a bumpy ride is all I can tell you.
You got to be real. You know, we have some of the most beautiful art in this place.
We do.
And we've sold it. We've proved that. We have some of the most beautiful memorabilia in this place. And you saw yesterday, they picked up more pieces. It sells. Viewership and doing what you need to do does work. Getting your stuff out. Amy, she's going to do her show tonight. You got the Business Kitchen. Lady owns 2 restaurants. She walks the walk.
I got to tell you,
everybody.
Natalia and Tatiana did a great interview yesterday. Their signals were clear. And last night, we needed a voiceover, and I needed it by last night. She sent it to me at about 11:30 last night, and we got it up and get out. You talk about walking the walk on professionalism. She holds me accountable every step of the way, and she says to me, and your emails, will be working on that this weekend. And this is out of the goodness of her heart and just as a friend and a mentor of ours for, oh my gosh, many years.
We're also going to get our shows back on the MobiPop app that we have. I was promised that will be working. So I'm gonna hold that person accountable for it as well, because it needs to be done. We are in some real treacherous waters. We are in where a nugget can feed a family type of deal.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to bring it, but don't bring it by lying. Don't try to be bigger than you are. Be who you are. That's the difference, and that's what we teach here. And I want people to understand that if you like something, you buy it. If you don't like something, you don't have to. If you don't like what I have to say, that's okay too.
And tomorrow we got the Florida Love Show. I want to talk to you about that also. So a lot of things.
I have an idea for that lady that's over there. I want to talk to her. I want to do the dating game. Now watch 15 people do it.
You know, we know her.
I know we know her. I know we know her, so I got to get permission to talk to her because that's just the way things are.
Okay, we'll get permission.
We're going to do the dating game. I got 2 bachelors over there.
Who didn't see that
Say
coming?
Bachelor,
We
yeah.
didn't see that coming.
Wow, who didn't see that coming when you announced that?
Well, you didn't see it coming?
No, I saw it coming. Like,
We saw
I
it
didn't.
coming, right? When we said dating game.
A bachelor or not?
Bachelor.
So do you qualify as a bachelor
Bachelor.
or bachelorette?
You outrageous bachelor, guys. Don't listen to him.
Okay, you like women? You guys like women? So you're the players.
Bachelor, yes, bachelor.
What do they
No,
do
but we
with
saw
their-
it coming, right? When you
Yeah.
said dating game, I'm like, watch Vinny. He's
Oh,
gonna.
you don't
no.
You have no clue. I already got Crazy Uncle Mike involved where you're going to, the winner of the deal gets to have a dinner at Crazy Uncle Mike's.
well,
I
have fun,
have
Slick.
fun.
Leave me out of
Yeah,
it. Thank you.
I got wine on the table. I got rum on the table. I got all sorts of things happening.
Is there an exit door at least?
Exit
no
door.
exit. No exit. You guys are going to be part of the game. You're going to pick your winner.
What about
Part of the
windows?
game,
Is there
yes.
windows there at
No
least?
windows.
Vinny, we gotta be a part of the game.
Vinny,
Who's
you
the-
gotta
Who's
be,
the we? There's
We
no
have to be
we.
a part
Vinny, you
of
got to
it.
be in the game or they put you on the bench. You wanna
Telling
be in
you.
the game?
Okay.
You don't
Vinny's
know.
already nervous. He's sweating.
Anything can no, you just relax. Anything can happen. Just relax.
Don't you remember my segment like a few shows ago? I
got
was
him all
about
nervous.
third story window.
He's a bunch of nerves. You're
You
good,
got
bro. I
this.
got
You
you.
got
You got him
this.
all nervous.
Okay?
I got bro. When you see what I got for you, you're gonna say.
I'm
"Thank
trying
you,
to
thank you,
tell
thank
you.
Oh God, no.
Oh my gosh. Have a great morning, everyone. Tune in at 11 o'clock, Business Kitchen on WWNN. You can also find it live streaming on Ant Media Productions and Business Kitchen Show. More coming up. We got Fuego at 11:30. We got a full lineup. And my accountability buddy, Denise, is joining us for the 1 o'clock hour. She's a book author. She's a teacher. Actually, she's a speech pathologist, and an interesting story. I got to tell you, you got to always watch the signs.
This is really good stuff. Listen, like always, stay safe. We'll see you at 12. Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Ooh, your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche. for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to raise